One of the easiest ways to drastically increase the number of people you know at school is to take different classes. And I don't just mean some elective classes, I mean find some places where there are non-overlap between majors, between different groups of people. So my sophomore year of college, I was in exercise physiology, but I started being interested in pre-med, and I started being interested deep in STEM, sort of engineering field. And this is when I was considering changing my major, trying to figure it out. So in the same semester, I was in an exercise physiology, 2 classes actually. I took kinesiology and human physiology, which has all of the exercise physiology majors, right? That pool of people. I also took OChem because I was starting to consider pre-med, and that's a requirement. So that introduced me to a whole bunch of people who were biomed, who were pre-med, and the ex-phys majors at my school did not take OChem, at least that semester. Generally, they don't take it at all unless someone is considering pre-med. So I was taking 2 classes that had large classes, by the way. These are big lecture halls, so 100 to 200 people probably in each of them. And there was almost no overlap. So that introduced me to a lot of people, right? The number of people I was exposed to every day, every week is essentially double. And then, because also a pre-med requirement is physics, and I was starting to get interested in chem physics, sort of engineering realm, I decided to take physics with calc. That's the engineering physics. Because I like math, I had enjoyed calc when I took it before, so I decided to take the engineering calc. So I was in the class for physics with all of the freshman and sophomore mechanical engineers, a couple electrical engineers, biomed engineers, and they have almost no overlap with OChem and ex-phys. So in the same semester, even just in my classes, sort of, by diffusion or osmosis or whatever, not even having to go out of my way too much, I was being exposed to probably 300 to 400 different people. Now, you're not going to be able to get close with all of them, of course, but taking different classes is a very simple way to meet a ton of new people that's very natural. So if you're a business major and you have to take a calc, and any calc works, consider taking the calc that engineers take, or instead of the accounting calc, or whatever it may be. There's ways to branch out the classes that you take that aren't even electives. You can even treat those as somewhat separate, because that's a great opportunity too. But I would recommend trying to find just 1 or 2 classes, maybe a semester, that you take the other version of. You take the 4 majors, or you take the 4 pre-med or something, even if you're not pre-med. You'll probably learn something, you'll learn about the topic from a different angle. It can be interesting. Find one that's interesting to you, of course, but it's one of the easiest ways to just get introduced to a ton of new people is take some different classes. Take some ones that aren't necessarily set in your curriculum plan, but that still apply towards your major or your minor or concentration or whatever it may be. So go take some different classes. Have some fun with it. Thank you guys for watching. This is Pro Game Knowledge.